Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank, with nothing to do. Once or twice, she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? So she was considering in her own mind, as well as she could, for the hot day made her feel very sleepy and stupid, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies, when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. There was nothing very remarkable in that, nor did Alice think it so very much out of the way to hear the rabbit say to itself, "Oh dear, I shall be late." When she thought it over afterwards, it occurred to her that she ought to have wondered at this, but at the time it all seemed quite natural. But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it, and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet, for it flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it. And burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it, and was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. In another moment down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way, and then dipped suddenly down, so suddenly that Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself, before she found herself falling down what seemed to be a very deep well. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her, and to wonder what was going to happen next. First, she tried to make out what she was coming down. She found herself sympathetically exploring the luggage racks of curious cupboards and shelves stacked with books, empty jars, and maps. Suddenly, she found herself dreaming of another world below this one. On and on she fell, until she landed on beds of dried leaves, soft moss, with the fairies and the large bumblebees browsing unperturbable around, amidst the ink-black shadows. Upon arriving in Wonderland, Alice embarked on a fascinating journey full of fantastical characters and bizarre conversations. She met the grinning Cheshire Cat, the tea-loving Mad Hatter, and the perpetually distressed March Hare. Each character offered peculiar yet enlightening wisdom, challenging Alice to perceive the world from different perspectives. She encountered the Queen of Hearts, an authoritarian figure obsessed with decrees and the phrase, "Off with their heads." As Alice navigated through threats of decapitation, she grew more confident, unearthing truths about herself and the whimsical world around her. Alice's journey, filled with trials and discoveries, transformed her perceptions. She challenged logic, embraced the absurd, and learned that wonderment and curiosity can unravel even the most complex of worlds. In the end, Alice awoke beside her sister, no longer in Wonderland but holding the essence of its enigmatic allure. Her perception broadened. She looked up at the sky with renewed wonder, ready to embrace whatever narrative her life's journey would continue to unfold.